Snipers, you have to see what's happening to the Bitcoin price today as we are testing 41,950 with today's daily candle high at 41,600 and a bullish tail with a very nice body above the 100-day moving average. The question is, are we going to be heading into the weekend testing 44,800, or we have the 200-day moving average and the 20-week moving average, which if we get above the 20-week moving average, we could potentially even see new all-time highs for Bitcoin. Now, because it's Friday, traditional markets are closing. The cryptocurrency market's the most manipulated on the weekend. I'm going to be a little bit more freestyle with my analysis today, and we are going to talk about a potential scenario where we do come down and test the 50-day moving average, where we have confluence with the monthly and weekly open and the $34,788 level, because all of this is on the table when it's a weekend. So I'm going to be more freestyle with my analysis today, and then check out what's happening to the DXY. We're not going to cover the S&P 500 today. It's just showing sideways price action, but we're seeing exactly what we want coming into this weekend with the DXY inside of this range at 91.92 to 92.62. This calmness could potentially allow Bitcoin to wick into some higher price levels, and so we need to observe the Bitcoin dominance chart, because guess what, snipers? For the first time since altcoin season started, Bitcoin dominance is now testing the 20-week moving average at 48.94%. And this means we have to start monitoring Bitcoin dominance for a potential reversal in trend or a rejection in a continuation of altcoin season. This is going to be a big puzzle piece for planning our trades into Q3 and Q4. So the revolving parts, like the others dominance, is also testing a major support level. This could also be affected if Bitcoin dominance makes a move. The question is this going to continue further up and just see a garden variety retest of an important support to then continue to see new highs? That's also on the table. I'm glad it's the weekend so we can be a little bit more freestyle today. We'll cover the total cryptocurrency market cap chart and then Ethereum, which leads the majority of altcoins. You guys are watching the Snipers channel on a Friday. Remember to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm so that we can hit 100,000 snipers on this channel. We're almost at 45,000. So first, let's talk about what's happening to Bitcoin. We're going to be freestyle today, and we want to start on the weekly chart because we have this daily candle. If we pull up the daily chart, that has a bullish continuation tail right now. And so this is a big puzzle piece coming in to the weekend. On the weekly chart, that means that this continuation body still has the potential to even come further to test this 20-week moving average. And looking at it with a freestyle umpire's point of view, why wouldn't we test the 20-week moving average after breaking it on the 10th of May? Yet to ever get towards that level, is it time for us to at least see a test of the 20-week moving average? Then we could potentially see rejection. I think that is certainly on the table. What are the early signs of this happening? Well, we're already seeing the hints. And if you guys paid attention to our video yesterday, on the 4-hour chart, Bitcoin was having a cup of coffee here, which meant it wasn't the final destination at 40,000. And then we saw it push to the downside. We didn't even get to test 38,000. We came close, just like we talked about yesterday. This was one of the scenarios. Now we're seeing new highs here with the daily candle at 41,600. The $41,950 level is a major resistance as well. So understand that coming into the weekend, the range that we're in is 38,000 to 41,950. We get above 41,950. The importance of that is that we get to test the 20-week moving average and the 200-day moving average at 44,800. Now, if we start to see the trick, trap, and frustrate crew come in, it's the weekend. It's the most manipulated for those that are shorting Bitcoin, of course, right now. I have to be your umpire, and I'll speak to that audience as well. Of course, if you assume Bitcoin is overbought right now, we can pull up a daily chart, look at the RSI, for example, and say, okay, it's over 70, it's overbought. For those that have that opinion, what I'm watching here is if we come back down at this point, then this is just a higher high inside of a flag. Typically, when a flag has higher highs and higher lows, the likelihood of that breaking down is higher than that breaking up. And so we come here and we test this market structural support, which is pretty much showing confluence at 38,000. Then 36,500 comes next. We have the 4-hour 50-period moving average here. If we see some strength here, that's good. That means we form maybe a lower high here and continue further up. But remember, the real floor for me is this $34,788 level. We have the monthly and weekly open here. If we get down to this level to test it, that to me would be a concern, because the likelihood of 34,788 breaking, if we get tested at this point, is very high, and that could lead to new yearly lows for the Bitcoin price. So this is the floor, and it's going to stay like that. And so for those that are shorting, I don't think that with Bitcoin above 34,788, shorting is the best idea. Of course, for those that are in the Discord, we've been focused a lot on altcoins. I do want to talk about what's happening to the total cryptocurrency market cap chart, but Ethereum first and foremost is showing some strength. I believe the London hard fork is being postponed, so I'm going to delete the August 4th date on the chart, but realize right now we're facing this 2400 support, resistance, which is now going to turn into support, and so far we're seeing a continuation of the upside. The question though is, are we seeing an outperformance against Bitcoin? And that has yet to be proven with the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart having a cup of coffee at this previous weekly open at 59,525 Satoshis. This is why I think monitoring the Bitcoin dominance and others dominance chart coming into this weekend is going to be key, because if we see continued downside here with the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, that could hurt other altcoins where Bitcoin will outperform against these altcoins. Since we're testing the 20-week moving average, we have to keep that on the table. Now, with Ethereum to Bitcoin, if we get above 65,000 Satoshis, there's a reason the monthly open is here. It's been on our chart for those that have been tuned into the Snipers channel for long enough. Then I think that that would be a confirmation we're going to see strength, because now it's showing confluence with this market structural resistance. So we want to see that 65,000 Satoshi level break if we want to assume strength for altcoins, and if we want to use Ethereum as a leading indicator, because the others dominance chart is testing the 200-day moving average. And this is a big puzzle piece, because we break below this, we can start talking about a potential reversal. We break back above, then that could mean that even though Bitcoin dominance is coming up to see some relief, testing the 20-week moving average, altcoins are still not in jeopardy, and this could continue further down. So this is what I'm really monitoring here coming into the weekend when it comes to the revolving parts and specifically altcoins. But since we've seen others dominance having a cup of coffee at this 200-day moving average, there have been tremendous opportunities for altcoins. A lot of the trades that we actually took in late June have started to come to fruition. I think Link USDT, we entered at $16.25 on June 26th. That just hit all of its profit targets today at 30% profits. This was a swing trade in our crypto signals for those in the Discord. So we're starting to see some of these altcoins come to fruition. So for the bears, of course, if you assume that we're overbought right now, it's certainly on the table. We need to monitor the $38,000 level for Bitcoin. We break that, then the $34,788 level comes back on the table, of course. So I'm going to quickly wrap up with the DXY. It's inside of a channel showing calmness. That's exactly what we want to see, and I don't want to see anything further. And of course, when Monday comes, that's going to change the playbook. But looking at these revolving parts outside of the cryptocurrency market, like the DXY, gives us a good idea where institutions are hedging their bets. And with that, I appreciate each and every one of you snipers tuned into our channel. I want to give away Principles by Ray Dalio, one of my favorite books on value investing, to one of you watching. Comment below and share this video. You'll have a chance to win. Marco Marcelo says, keep him coming, Naeem. Send me a message on Instagram. You want a book. And with that, I appreciate each and every one of you guys tuned into the Snipers channel. I'm going to have to go ahead and clean up my chart here. So with that, I'll see you guys next time. Snipers